In this video lesson, we will discuss about motion of a cylinder rolling without slipping. We will see the condition of rolling without slipping also. So to discuss it, we are considering a solid cylinder of radius capital R and its mass is m. It is rolling down an inclined plane of inclination theta. Let us draw the free body diagram. So this is your inclined plane and this is the cross-sectional view of the solid cylinder rolling down the inclined plane, and inclination is how much? Theta. So our first aim will be to show all the forces acting on the cylinder. So what are they? Its weight will act in downward direction. This will be mg. This is the contact surface. It will exert a reaction force. Let it be n. And as it is rolling down an inclined plane, so coefficient of static friction will be, a static friction force will be in this direction. So these are the three forces which acts on the cylinder when it is on the inclined plane. Now to discuss the motion of an object, you know that we have to resolve the forces in the direction of motion and in a direction perpendicular to the direction of motion. So if the forces are not in these two directions, meaning if the force is not acting in the direction of motion, if it is not acting in a direction perpendicular to the direction of motion, we have to resolve those forces into its rectangular component so that one component will be in the direction of motion and other component will be perpendicular to the direction of motion. So here this is the direction of motion and this is the perpendicular direction of motion. So this force is along the direction of motion, though it is opposite to the direction of motion of cylinder, and this normal reaction force is in perpendicular direction, so we need not resolve these two forces. So which force we have to resolve here? mg, because it is not in this direction, neither in this direction nor in this direction. So we have to resolve it. So this angle is theta. So when we resolve it in this direction, force will be mg sin theta, and here it will be mg cos theta. So this way, this is the free body diagram of the forces acting on the cylinder on an inclined plane. Now, from Newton's second law of motion, we know that force is equal to mass into acceleration. So as the cylinder is rolling down the inclined plane, so downward force must be greater than upward force. So net force in downward direction is mg sin theta minus f. This is the net force acting on the cylinder that must be equal to its mass and acceleration. So m is its mass and a is its acceleration. So this is the equation of motion, where a is the acceleration of the cylinder rolling down the inclined plane. Now, cylinder, let I be the moment of inertia of the cylinder about its axis of symmetry, and alpha is its angular acceleration. So you know that force is equal to mass into acceleration. So in rotational motion, it will be force rotational analog is torque Moment of inertia is the rotational analog of mass, and acceleration, it is here angular acceleration. So torque is equal to I into alpha. This we know. Now, as it is rolling down the plane, so definitely torque is acting on the cylinder. Now, which force will contribute to the torque? So the force normal reaction passes from the axis of symmetry about which it is rotating. Similarly, the mg force, weight of the object, that is also passing from the center of the symmetry, so definitely they will not contribute to torque because perpendicular distance will be 0 from the axis of rotation. So here the frictional force F acting on the cylinder, that will contribute to torque. So this force is at a distance r equal to radius of the cylinder from the axis of rotation. So we can write torque is equal to R into F, and from here we will get I alpha is equal to R into F. So this will give you the expression for force as I alpha by R, and alpha angular acceleration is A by R. So put its value here, you get F is equal to IA R square. Now substitute this value of F in the equation of motion which we have written earlier in equation number 1. So we will arrive here. Now from here we get A is equal to mg sin theta by m plus I by R square. And if you want to write the moment of inertia in terms of radius of gyration, then k is the radius of gyration, then I will be mk square. So in place of I we can write mk square. Now this is the acceleration of an object rolling down an inclined plane. Up to this point we haven't used anything very much related to cylinder. So that is true for all objects. Now let us find out the acceleration of the cylinder rolling down the inclined plane. So moment of inertia of the cylinder about its axis of symmetry is half mr square. So put its value half mr square, you will get A is equal to 2 by 3 g sine theta. So condition for this is gives you the acceleration of the cylinder rolling down the inclined plane. Now condition for rolling motion of the cylinder. So we know that F is equal to IA by R square. So in place you have just seen F is equal to IA by R square. So I is the moment of inertia of the cylinder about the axis of symmetry, that is half mr square. Acceleration 2 by 3 g sine theta we have seen just now, and divided by r square. So on substituting these values in the expression we get F is equal to 1 by 3 mg sine theta. And if mu s is the coefficient of static friction, then mu s is equal to F by R, where F is the frictional force. No, sir. F is the frictional force. So mu s is equal to F by R. Now F we have just determined, substitute it, and you will get the result. Mu s is equal to 1 by 3 tan theta. Actually, this is the condition for rolling of a cylinder without slipping. For without slipping, mu s must be equal to 1 by 3 tan theta. So these are the this is the condition for rolling of the cylinder without slipping, and A is equal to 2 by 3 g sine theta. That will give you the acceleration with which the cylinder will roll down on the inclined plane. Thank you for watching.